Hi! So, I'm going to talk about Every Patient Tells a Story by Lisa Sanders, MD. So, I'm going to talk more precisely about the sick thinking. Okay, so let's introduce with an example. So, imagine you have this person coming to an ER saying that the person lost strength, lost weight, and also feel pain in the chest. Squeezing more precisely. So, and then the patient says, oh well, my mom died not long time ago of a heart disease. Okay, so then what the doctor did is they made an EKG, they made blood tests, guess what? Everything was normal. So then he went home, he was sent back home, but it kept getting worse and he needed strength for his job. So he kept coming back, and then there was this intern that was like, oh, but he's greater than average, so maybe the blood test didn't work for him. So then they say, okay, maybe it's anemia. So they start looking more closely, and they actually saw that the white cells had an irregular shape. So then it made them say, okay, it's not totally normal, we missed that at the first point we missed it, because they went on these white cells, because imagine like the person is really bad but you see nothing, it's kind of weird. But they also did a reflex and he had no reflex, so that's why they were like, there's really something wrong, but what is it? They were just focused on the heart. So actually what happened after is that anemia, you need vitamin B12, and how do I say that? The protein that will make your body absorb this vitamin actually got destroyed by the body itself. So actually they discovered that the person had an autoimmune disease called pernicious anemia. So it's when the B12 is too low and that the white cells have a weird shape. So why am I talking about this in this? It's because like the sick thinking is they have this cognitive thinking that they don't have much experience yet, so they don't know. So they would just when you tell them, oh, I have a chest pain, my mom died of a heart attack not long time ago, then they would just stop listening whatever is after, and they will not even think, okay, if it's not the heart, what can it be? They don't even think about that. And the problem with this type of thinking is that diagnosis is like the second cause of why a hospital can be sued. So it's pretty bad. And also the ER doctors, they have higher, it's more them than the specialist that does mistakes. So it's kind of problematic. So also, yeah. But it cannot, like this diagnosis, you cannot just say it's the doctor that has a lack of knowledge. It can also be that something happened in the lab, because, for example, the lab was crowded, so then it can get mixed up for some reason. But because the lab is like 2/3 of the diagnosis error, so it's pretty high. So yeah. So actually, they say that the best thinking for a doctor, this connective, you need to understand better, but you cannot only use that, you need to use this kind of Sherlock Holmes thinking, where you take things slow, you take every information, every data they give you, and you just don't stop like the connective will do. You don't stop, because the connective is only what you've seen, like not what you've learned, what you've seen. So it's more like you close your mind a little more. While Sherlock Holmes is more like you think slowly about every single information. So then your mind is more open. That when I said this, their thinking stopped at heart, chest pain. It's like it has to be a more deductive approach, like Sherlock Holmes. So it should be a mix of the both. So like doctor has to improve, and that's why they need all doctors doctor who has more practice, so then they can help diagnosis. So this is it for today.